So, hi everyone. I want to tell you all a couple of other visions that I had and I shared. One of them is a bit embarrassing, but I'm going to be obedient to God. Dear Father in heaven, please help me to remember these experiences, these open visions and experience that I had. Please help me to tell them correctly and bless those that hear. And help us all to be to grow as a result of these things that you have shown me. I thank you, Father. And I pray this in the name of your Son, Jesus, whom you love. Amen. So the first thing that happened to me, I was really, really sick. And I had been sick for a long time. And I felt like God wanted me to do something, and I'm not going to say what that is, but I felt like God told me to do something and then He would heal me. So I did what He told me to do. And right after I did what He told me to do, I wasn't healed. So I was sitting on my couch and I was crying and crying and crying. And I was like, God, you said you was going to heal me, and I did what you said you told me to do. I don't understand why you didn't heal me, and I don't understand it. And I was so hurt. And I just cried myself to sleep on my couch. And then I felt when I was asleep, and I don't know if this is right because a lot of times things happen when I'm just falling asleep or when I'm just waking up. So all of a sudden I feel this huge presence coming into the room. And it was overwhelming love. And this is not the first time I have felt that. I have to do another video explaining the first time. But it was overwhelming love and peace. And for anyone who has experienced this, and I know that people have, and you'll relate with me on this, is that when Jesus' presence comes into the room, it's like it pushes out. It's like it literally just pushes out all of the heaviness in the room that you don't even know exists until this happens to you. Because now I know it exists because I've experienced this. And it just pushed out like a cloud, like a dark cloud. It just pushed out all of that heaviness, darkness. This world is not, the atmosphere of this world is nothing like heaven and the new world, which I did a video of called New Jerusalem. I've been there. And I can tell you something. Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there real quick. I have learned it is not worth it to not forgive. It is not worth it to be arguing and all this contention and nonsense. When we get to the new world, it's completely peaceful and loving. It's none of that, okay? And the same saints, and I'm talking about people of God that we argue with today, because I can say something right now, and I'm not going to say that a lot of saints who I believe are going to heaven, going to be raptured, are really angry with me and upset with me right now over an issue of deception issue. I'm not going to say it. And these same saints, I look at them because I know one day we'll be in heaven. Like, yeah, we argue, so it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I just want to throw that out. Okay. So I'm not usually the type that's going to keep arguing back and forth with somebody because I know it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So anyway, as Jesus is coming in, I felt His presence coming in, and He was about to make His arrival. And He's coming in, and all of a sudden, and let me say this too, I could see, those who have experienced this will know what I'm talking about. Even though my eyes was closed and I was asleep, I could literally see in the spirit realm still. So it's hard for us to imagine now being human because we have to open our eyes to see. But you can see through the spiritual realm. So my eyes was closed and I could see Jesus as He's coming into the room, right? And I'm still really upset, but I'm starting to get happy because all the darkness was pushing out, but it was pushing towards me and it didn't leave. past me yet, and he's coming. He's coming towards me, and it's interesting. I was on this very couch, right in back of me. So anyway, he's coming towards me, and the devil comes and sits next to me. And this, I've seen the devil in many forms. I did a great video called After Hell where I talked a lot about the devil, and I still did not say everything I knew about the devil. God just revealed me. Anyway, the devil came and sat next to me, and he was in his red, looks like a red, his skin looks like a red paint, burgundy, reddish color. He was sitting down this time, and I saw him, the horns, the black horns, and probably, I would say, well, between 7 and 9 feet, because both times I saw him, once he was laying down, and once he was in this form, once I saw him laying down, and the other time I saw him sitting on his couch. So, I did see him standing up once. It's from a distance. But anyway, so I'll say between 7 and 9 feet. And he comes sit next to me. He says to me, he whispers in my ear. This is why this is embarrassing. I've never shared it. He whispers in my ear and he goes, you gonna listen to him? He ain't healed you yet. And so I was like, I said, yeah, he ain't healed me yet. And immediately after I said that, Jesus' presence was, it was gone. And I woke up immediately. I said, no, God, no, come back. And he just like, it's like his spirit just touched my head, and I went right back to sleep. Like he wouldn't even let me scream and call for him. And when I woke, he put me sound asleep. I didn't wake up in the middle of the night. I was sound asleep. And when I woke up, I was so heartbroken. I was so heartbroken because I really wanted to be healed, and I still am not healed. And I was so heartbroken. I had my chance, and I totally blew it, and I was so sad. And so I don't know how long it went by, and I was just still so heartbroken that I did not get healed. And so I have been crying for a while, just praying to God and just, really, really seeking God and telling him how sorry I was. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know how long it was. And I'm walking in my hallway towards this very living room that I'm in. And all of a sudden, the hallway wall that goes to my little girl's room was completely gone. It was completely gone. And Jesus appeared. And that's why I say I've seen Jesus many, many times. But when I see him, he changes the scenery. I have never seen him in our world physically. My daughter has that gift. She sees him in our world. Like, like I'm looking at a person next to me in my world. That's how my daughter sees Jesus. But when I see him, he always changes the whole scene. So all of a sudden, this whole wall is gone. And Jesus is standing there right in front of me. And he does me like this, very slowly. He puts his head over, not touching my head, just over my. Immediately when he did that, my body was transformed. So I know what it's like to be transformed. I'm just now realizing that as I'm saying this out loud. I've been transformed. So when he transformed me, okay, this is not my real hair. My hair is not that long, and I have to say that part because when he transformed me, my hair was long. I can't even put on the video how long it is because it will go beyond my hands. Will show you. My hair was long, and my skin was flawlessly beautiful. And I've heard people say that they didn't see anybody. Well, not people. I heard this one guy say before, after this experience, I heard this guy say that he didn't see everybody in heaven look white. Well, I can tell him why that is. When Jesus transformed me, he was standing in front of me and he was so bright. And the brightness through him, when it hit me, I could not even tell I was black. And I am black. Anyway, I could not even tell that I was black at all. So, I couldn't tell. But I know I had long, black, beautiful, thick, flowing. My hair was wavy, and it was really thick, and it was just so beautiful. And I remember just the bounciness of it all. And I saw myself in the spiritual realm. So I'm standing here facing Jesus, but in the spiritual realm, I'm able to see from my right side, and I'm looking at myself. The abilities that we'll have when we get to glory, I'm just telling y'all, you have no idea. So I'm watching him, and I'm seeing myself at the same time through the spiritual realm on the right side. Amazing. So anyway, not only was I really light and I wasn't actually really light. I knew that it was just because he was so bright and he was standing in front of me. So, it made me look white. Okay, to be honest, it did. So anyway, also what I saw, and in this, vision, I saw my skin. I saw my whole body. I was thin. I wasn't skinny. My body was beautiful. And, I saw my skin. And, okay, Twilight is copying off God. Because when I saw my skin, Twilight is a movie, my skin was glittering. It was glittering like glitter. It was like little tiny, like diamonds all over my skin or something. It was like glittery, like it was. I was beautiful. So, yeah, that's what I saw. And and I've seen my new body before another time in a separate in my New Jerusalem video. Anyone who wants more insight on what our bodies will be like, what things we'll be able to do, that's definitely a video to watch. That's one of my favorite videos. Anyway, God bless you all, and I hope you gain insight from that. I think I shared it. Oh yeah, that's cool. When I saw Jesus, he was wearing the robe again. Like I said in another video, same look. The best part is, I got healed. I got healed right after that. Glory to God. Anyway, God bless you all.
I was like,